So guess what? I've seen my first anti-Trump ad from Hillary Clinton, and it's a doozy. You want to see it? Here we go. Let's watch a little bit of it, huh? Right here.
I'm Hillary Clinton, and I approve this message.
As a line of clothing. Now, where were these made?
These were made, I don't know where they were made, but they were made someplace. But they're great. It's ties, shirts, cufflinks, everything sold at Macy's, and they're doing
Where are
great.
the shirts made? Bangladesh.
What is good? We employ people in Bangladesh. It's-
Ties? Where are the ties
They
made?
have to work
These are
too.
beautiful ties.
They are great
The
ties.
ties are made in where? China? China. Ties are made in China.
So that's the whole commercial, and I think it's fantastic. But you notice, as we were watching this, somebody was asking me, like, why do you think Trump why didn't he get crazy and yell at David Letterman or whatever? And the whole reason he's sitting there and he goes, hey, you make your ties in China, and he does this, he does this. And what that means is, yeah, I'm a businessman. That's where we make stuff. Where's your microphone made, Dave? Where'd your suit get made, Dave? So that's what I think when he went, you don't know what it's like. I think that's what that meant. So that's what that was, I think. But to get back to the commercial, I remember when this happened live, I happened to be watching it. And I was like, well, that's going to sink him. How could he ever run again? And of course, it turns out, there's no rules that apply to Donald Trump, except it seems lately when he went after the Muslim soldier's parents who was killed in Iraq. That seems to have really hurt him. So what'd you think of that ad? Arno, you think it's effective?
I mean, it's the first ad attacking the other candidate. I think any politician that how do I say it, markets themselves in a way that attacks the other candidate shows a weakness.
Really?
Yeah, because
you don't think that's effective? That's going to get people to see that Donald Trump is the opposite of what he appears to be? He presents himself to be?
it is going to definitely be effective, but to people who aren't intellectually smart,
Yeah,
So-
I agree with you. That would when I saw that, like I said, look, when I saw that happen, I thought that would sink him. But the people who are going to vote for him don't seem to care about anything. So, I heard Tom DeLay today on the MSNBC, and he said something interesting. He's like, the people have been they've been very dissatisfied with the leadership of the party. From George Bush, starting with George Bush, they didn't like his interventionist wars. They didn't like that he ran up the deficit. They didn't like that he expanded government with Medicare Part D. He did a lot of things they didn't like. They considered anti-conservative. And then same thing, it keeps going along, they say, with Mitch McConnell and John Boehner and all this. They just feel like they're not conservative enough. And Tom DeLay said that the people who are voting for Trump, they just want to throw a bomb in the middle of Washington and blow the whole thing up because they're sick and tired of the Republican Party establishment. Same thing with so the people our government is no longer responsive to the voters. They're only responsive to the donors. We know that. So I think that's why stuff like this probably won't hurt Trump in as much as you think it would normally hurt someone. So here you go. There you go. I think it's a strong ad. They say his poll numbers are going down. I don't know. What really did people all of a sudden like, okay, now finally. I don't see. So I don't know. We'll see. I think it's certainly still tight and swing in Ohio. The fact that it's even a question of how this election could go is amazing. But there you go. There's the ad, and I think it's pretty effective. But we'll see. What we used to think, nothing applies to Donald Trump. So we'll see what happens.